Hello everyone, this is a lead management application. Here, anyone can track and save their all the lead they are getting from their salespeople. They can convert the lead into customer. They can create customer. They can add supplier. You can create proposal for your customer and leads. You can create invoice for your customers, and also you can raise PO to your supplier. So all these can be managed within one application. You don't need to have different software to manage everything here. So this is the dashboard. Here you can get an overall idea about how many lead have been posted, how many customer has been created, how many invoice proposals or per PO has been generated. All this information you can get from this dashboard. Also, whenever a new lead has been posted, you can get a list latest leads in this dashboard section. Now this is the lead. Okay, here you can see all the lead whatever is posted here. And also these are the different stages like qualified, prospect, in conversation, negotiation. You can change these labels as well on your end. For example, here you can change the stage name, and you can choose your own color as well. You can change the sequence of these labels. So now you can here for example, you can change the stages like these, so you can track what is the status of your current lead. Also you can update any lead from this update button. Any information you want to edit, you can edit. And basically this is how you can add a new customer uh, like this. Let's send. Whether what stage it is, how much conversion probability is there, what is the currency. See, you can create different lead for different currency. Maybe you can have international customer or Indian customer. For Indian customer you can choose the currency INR. If you have international customer, you can choose their respective currency, and from settings you can add more currency whatever you want. So now what is the value of the deal? Let's say I'm giving it. And what is the source? Let's say reference. If you want to assign anyone, so you can assign. Now what will be the next follow-up date for this customer? You can choose. You can choose the time when you last contacted this user. You can select, and you can save this lead. So see, the lead has been saved. Now if you want to edit any information, you can edit. So I am updating this, and this information has been updated. If you click on this lead, you can get a detailed information. All the information has been done. You can add note here, and you can save it. So all these things can be done from the lead. Now the very important and interesting part is you can convert this lead to the customer. Now if you convert it to the customer, see, it will automatically move from lead, and you will get this data in your customer section. This is the customer, and it has been added in customer. Now you can see, as you can see, that this lead has been converted from lead to customer. Not all the information have has been there, so you can edit this lead. Also you can add the new customer from here as well. So this is the new customer form. From there you can add your existing customer as well. So this feature is there. Also whatever lead you have converted into customer, you can update that customer from here. You can, for example, the GST number is not there, so I am adding GST number here. Also the customer ID is not there, so let's say I'm adding the customer ID, and I can save it. So the data has been saved here. So this is how the customer section works. Now I'm going to supplier. Basically, supplier is a section where you can add the supplier to whom you are giving order for any material. So this is a supplier form. Here you can add your customer name, supplier ID, and everything. You can choose the currency as well for different. If you have an international supplier, you can choose their preferred currency and everything. And you can save any data. Also you can edit any existing supplier from by clicking on this update button. As you can say, for example, I'm adding, so I'm saving it, and as you can see, the website has been saved. So you can add supplier from this section. Now I'm going to proposal. Proposal is basically, you can send the proposal to a new lead, or you can send a proposal to your existing customer. So whenever you will create a new proposal, first you need to choose for which lead or customer you are going to add as a receiver. So for example, I am selecting this receiver. Now you can create the PO number, PO, let's say 1234, and here you can write all the text you want. This proposal. Here you can add the items whatever you want. For example, development, whether it can be a product, or it can be a service. So you can choose it. You can give a rate. You can, as a tax percentage, for example, so automated calculated. So you can add more items here like this. So you can add all these things within this, and here you can write your technical information. And you can save this proposal. So the moment you will save, so this is how the you are getting the proposal. Now you can download this proposal as PDF format here. So this is the proposal has been downloaded. Now if you click on back, you can go back to the proposal list. And also from here, see, this proposal has been generated. Now you can edit this propose update this edit this proposal anytime, whenever you want. You can view and you can download from here as well. Also if you want, you can delete this proposal as well. Also it's obvious that at a some time you can have lots of proposals. So for if to find any particular customer proposal, so you can just select, and the list will be filtered, and date wise you can see all the proposal you have generated. Now to create invoice or purchase order, first you need to understand the item and services. To create PO and any invoice, first you need to create your items. So I have created few items here already. You can add items if you have, if you have a service, you can add service. From this list you can delete any service if you want. You can update any item. For example, I'm changing this let's say I'm naming changing this name to uh, let's say item 1. So the moment I will do, it will automatically change name. You can change the amount cost as well. For example, this is the cost, I'm giving it 10,000, so automatically the item can be edited from this section. So this is how you can first add the item. Now to create pro invoice, first let's go to invoice. Now this is some invoice I have been created already. Now let's say I'm showing you how to create an invoice, but before that, see, from here you can filter the list of invoice has been there, and also what is the total invoice you have sent to this particular customer. It will automatically change. You can filter the data date wise, from a particular from date to date. If you want, you can view the invoices. Now let's say I'm creating an invoice, but before doing it, first you need to select to whom you are creating this invoice. So I'm creating this. As you can see, this is a predefined format we have. So here you can add item, whatever item you want to insert in this invoice, you will get all the list. So let's say I'm adding one. You can add discount from here if you want. Now I'm selecting another item 1. Let's say I'm giving it a quantity of 2. As you can see, now discount it, if you want, you can make it blank or you can give a particular discount. Now you can add a freight charge for this, and you can add taxes from here. CGST, I can add multiple taxes, and automatically total value will be calculated. Now after inserting this, you can see the all this item information has been there. Now you can give the title of this invoice 23. You can change this invoice number whatever you want. Now which date you are doing this invoice, for example 9th. Now all this information whatever you will write, it will automatically come in this section. Yes. Like this, you can add paste percent, paste, whatever you will add, all will come here in the invoice. So as you can see, now see, all this information has been added here, everything. So this is how now you need to save this invoice. Now you can download this invoice as a PDF and Word both format. Now if you click on the back button, you can see this new invoice has been created. Now you can download from here. Also you can edit a invoice, you can view, you can delete. Also you can download in PDF and Word format. Now purchase order is also exactly similar to invoice. The only difference is that since you are creating PO for your supplier, so here you need to select only, you will get only the list of supplier. Rest of the process exactly same like invoice. There is no difference. You can download PO in Word and PDF as well. Is settings. So in settings you can control many things within the site. First is my profile. From here you can add your information. Since the owner of this soft application, you can add your information. Now this is the company information. You can add to you can add your logo, your company name, address, everything. And also the bank information you can add, which is be there within the invoice and PO. Now this is the currency option. From here, as you can see, we have created already INR, CAD, Canadian dollar, US dollar, euro. Here you can add more currency, whatever you want. Now if you international customer, you can make it as set as default. If you do that, so basically what will happen, whatever you will do, automatically this Canadian dollar will be as a default currency. Now this is a tax section. From here you can create your taxes: CGST, SGST, IGST, GST. And when you will add item to the PO or invoice, you can automatically, this tax list will automatically come there. Now this is the team. This is very interesting part. So basically what you can do, you can create a number of sub user, and you can give them different right and access for this application. For example, if for let's say this particular sub user, now if you check, I have given this user only lead, invoice, item, customer and proposal. Rest others I have not given them. So basically when this user will log into this system, these are the only option he or she will can view. Rest of the options will not be available for them to see. Also, these assign access, all data access and allocated data access means, if I give someone all data access, means whatever data has been posted by whoever user, they can see all the list, all the data. But if you make it as a allocated data access, that means in this allocated data, whatever entry that particular user is doing, they can view only that data. So this is how you can control this access management of the sub user. And this is a custom field. Basically, if you want to add any particular field in the lead or customer form, so you can add that field from here. So this is it. That is the system we have developed. I hope everyone will like this system. It is very user friendly. So thank you very much for viewing this video.